Today was Monday. Hello, everybody. Today's Monday, so welcome back to class. We're going to be doing yoga. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everything that's going on. I know we're in the midst of holidays and bar mitzvahs and whatever else. I don't know what else happens, so don't get me wrong. Celebrate how you do. But we are going to start yoga here for at least the next half an hour. So let's get started with breathing and coming into our heart space today. All right. Okay, so finding your seat. Hopefully they're comfortable at home, something secure where you could get grounded with the feet, grounded with the glutes. Let's go ahead and start off with just rolling through the shoulders here for a moment. Just nice deep breaths, just roll through the shoulders here. Start to connect with your breath. So you're starting to breathe in and out of the nose as we roll these shoulders back. Stay connected in the glutes to the chair. We're gonna roll the opposite way. Stay connected, grounded at the feet if you can. So maybe if we're not reaching the floor, some blocks or something where we can get grounded. Now let's go ahead and exhale, release that. And of course, before we completely get started here, namaste. Before I forget, thank you, Jerry and Paula, for coming to class today. We're gonna go ahead and now just move one hand to our chest center, one hand to our sacral center, which is just below the navel. You're looking to relax the shoulders, the elbows, we're softening the eyes. We're looking to move into our breath and allow the body to expand. So as you take these nice deep inhales and exhales, you feel the chest rise, you feel the abs rise, you feel the chest fall, you feel the abs fall. And right now you're just paying attention. You're not trying to change it. You're just softening the gaze, bringing the breath in and out of the nose, taking intention breaths here. So let's bring that intention now through the spine. So you're going to start to drop the chin. You might start to rise the crown of the head towards the sky. The shoulders are going to release back and down. You start to feel the heart slightly rise up. The navel starts to draw in. You start to feel length in the back here. Let's find a few more breaths of length and add our silent mantra to this. I deeply love and accept myself. I deeply love and accept myself. I deeply love and accept myself. And just really loving yourself just as you are here in this moment, just as you are. And with that next breath, we're just gonna soften, release the hands. You can open the eyes. Let's inhale, bring it all the way up, stretch up. Let's go ahead and grab hand to wrist and pull over towards one side where you're stretching to that side. Keep both glutes grounded. Both feet are pressing down into the floor. Let's inhale, bring it back up, and let's simply switch opposite sides. You're gonna pull to the other side, staying grounded. Once again, you're gonna press down through the soles of the feet as you find that nice arch through the side. And as we come to center, let's go ahead and interlace the fingers and palms up and just stretch up, squeeze the shoulders up. And as we exhale, we're just gonna relax, release over the lap, whatever that looks like for your forward fold. Remember, we can round all the way over. Some of us might have a flat back and arms drawn in. Let's go ahead and start root to rise. So we're just gonna lengthen from that. Lengthen through the back, reaching up. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. We're gonna come into our warrior two twist, so stay nice and grounded. Open up to the side, palms face down. See if we can look over that back shoulder. And let's release back to center. Let's find the breath with this, whether it's an inhale or exhale. You're finding one breath as you open and look, and one breath as you transition through center. We'll do this a couple more times. And finding that transition through center, nice and slow. And again, finding that transition. We're going to do this one more time on each side. Last one. All right, from there, let's go ahead and grab two things. We're gonna grab a ball, a block, something for between the legs, something that's gonna stabilize you. Doesn't have to be a ball like mine. It can be your couch cushion. It could be a rolled up towel or a mat. It could be a pillow. Something that you're gonna be able to activate your inner thighs. That's what we're looking for, is some grounding here at the feet, activation in those inner thighs, as that naturally starts to activate our pelvic floor. We're gonna use a spiky ball. If you don't have a spiky ball at home, maybe you have a tennis ball. Maybe you have a pinky ball, anything that you have. You're just gonna use one hand, and we're gonna start off with just rolling on the neck. So we're trying to massage the neck here. And I'm starting at the base of the neck to the side of my vertebrae. Now with my spiky balls, I found that I can roll right over the vertebrae because of the way they're made or how they're formed. But some balls may not be okay to do that. So you just figure that out. But I'm moving up and down. I'm currently moving in little circles. I try to move towards the base of my neck. I am moving forward from the back, and I move up towards the base of my skull. So I'm doing the entire neck, even behind my ear here, and continuing to move to the side of my neck as I roll it around. And now as I come forward, I'm gonna start to lift my chin just to give myself that room. I'm gonna roll all the way to my jawline. You decide what is comfortable for you, depending on your ball as well. That can make a difference. But I am trying to move down here and move forward towards the front part now. And now that I've made it to about center, I am gonna switch hands. So I'm switching hands because I wanna make my way all the way around my neck. And I'm gonna tilt my head to match that. So you do tilting your head, maybe even closing the eyes, because some parts can feel really good. Maybe we didn't know we had a knot there, or maybe some soreness, maybe some energy that we needed right there. So just roll through the neck. Roll at your own pace. Move the head around. Allow that ball even to move up into the skull. And for some of us, this can feel good if we're doing it on the face, the head. I have done all of the above. It all feels good to me. It really depends on you, but right now we're just going through the neck the best way we can. All right, from there where we still have this, we're gonna take it to the top of the head. Hopefully you don't have a special hairdo today, because we are gonna be rolling through the hair and through the head, and I'm gonna use both hands because it just depends on where I'm rolling and how I'm rolling. There is no specific pattern. We're just looking to get some stimulation here. And now that I've rolled mostly on the top, I am gonna come back to those rolls where I was just kind of moving it in my hand in circles. I find for myself, that's pretty easy and it actually feels pretty good. You can roll through the head. And again, when you switch hands, or you can switch hands as you move to the opposite side, you can always close your eyes here. Sometimes this can feel really good depending on the pressure you've chosen, the ball you've chosen. I find that these spiky balls really work for a lot of things for me. They look and feel super hard, but when you start using them and manipulating them on your skin and such, you'll find that they don't feel as hard. All right, from there, we're gonna go ahead and release that spiky ball. And we're even gonna release that other ball or block, whatever we had there. I'm gonna just get a little further back just to give my legs a little more support. We are gonna be moving through the bottom half of the body here with lengthening legs. So let's go ahead and inhale and lengthen one leg. I'm just gonna extend through the heel right now and stretch through the torso as I lengthen my arms. Let's exhale. I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with tapping the back bottom of my chair so that I'm rolling those shoulders back. I'm lifting through my heart space, but I am drawing my navel in and my rib cage in. Let's go ahead and lift back up as we take it through the opposite leg. So stretching up again through the torso, arms, and the leg. Again, I'm bringing it just back and slightly back again, tapping my chair. Let's go ahead and do with pointed toes, our plantar flexion. And exhale again, bring those arms, if you can, slightly back. And inhale, point the toes. Exhale, bringing it back. Inhale, coming back to dorsiflexion. And exhale, finding that release. One more time like this. And exhale. Now from there, take one hand to the left, extend one leg, other hand is a guide. You're just lengthening the leg out to the side. You can keep that knee soft. You don't have to have it straight out. You could have it closer to the ground. If that doesn't feel good to you, then just simply bring it out like this. So coming back, we're going to do that one more time in whichever stance you have, opening up and bringing it back. Release. Maybe move side to side here because you are moving to the other side. This one's going to stay nice and stable. Again, you're lengthening out. You're extending out to the side while keeping this leg stable. Bringing it back. We have two more. I like to do this with the breath. So I like to do my expansions and openness with an inhale, and my exhale, I bring it back. All right, from there, let's go ahead and heel toe, some openness. I am gonna scoot a little further back because I do want more stability. We're gonna work a little bit more into the legs here. I'm not used to this chair. Feels a little bit different. Knees, ankles, align, toes to knees. And then just bringing the hands in front. We are looking to hinge forward, flat back. Let those elbows pull out to the side. Press into that chair to lift those glutes. Notice your glutes will lift about an inch or two. You'll notice that if you're doing this right, all the weight's in the glutes. So I can lift my toes. And in fact, it seems like my heels are taking most of the weight. From here, you can transition to hands on knees. You'll notice the weight now comes towards the balls of the feet. Let's go ahead and release down. From there, this time we're going to grab the back bottom of the chair and just extend through our straddle pose, extending through the heels. So my toes are pointing towards me so I can feel my hamstrings stretch. Let's go ahead and point the toes away. Now I'm feeling it on top. My shins, my knees are active. Let's go ahead and start rolling in circles here. And just moving through the feet in circles. Maybe coming back to that breath, reminding us breath and movement move together. And let's roll the feet the opposite way. So I was rolling one direction. I'm now moving the opposite. And let's gently release. From there, I'm going to take one hand, palm up, start to hinge to that side. This time I'm going to take this hand back behind me. I want to align, lengthen through the spine, but I'm going to be pressing down into that arm. I might take my head over. You can choose to do this. You don't have to move all the way through this motion. Maybe you just bring hand to hip and maybe you're looking forward if we're not to that point. So wherever you are at today, trying to find that length, coming back to the breath. If you can, the hand that's back behind us, let's see if we can stretch up and over, just sweep it up and over. But this time, let's exhale. Let the shoulder arm roll forward and down. And we're going to take it back and up. So we're trying to find this big range of motion with our arm and our shoulder. Maybe we find the exhales as we move forward and down. One more time. Inhale, really open up. And exhale back down. Now as we come back down, let's just reverse that circle. So 3 times the other way. Opening up and now releasing back down. So it just feels like we're making this really big circle, letting the shoulder open, the arm open, as well as our torso here. As we find that openness when we stretch up and over and releasing hand to there. Let's go ahead and press into that forearm and bring it into Warrior Two. Warrior Two, arms, palms face down. Let's press down into the soles of the feet. Take your eyes over one side. As you do, let's take the extension of the opposite leg and just maybe point the toes. So the other leg is nice and stable. Let's find one more breath. And gently release down. From there, we're going to take it to center. Both feet are grounded. Let's take it all the way up and over. Warrior One. And exhale, release. As we release, let's go ahead and take it to the knees. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift through the heart space. Exhale, we're gonna take it into a full hinge. So you're just hinging forward, keep the flat back. Feel the stretch in that low back. Now take a nice deep inhale while we're here, elbows out, you're using that arm strength. As you exhale, let's see if we can round the back. And then inhale, lengthen back out into a flat back. And exhale, round the back. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, round the back. Inhale, lengthen. Expand and exhale, take that flat back. We're just coming all the way back up. Warrior two, arms, palms face down. Look over the opposite side. And from there, that opposite leg that we're not looking to just extends if you can. You could always keep both legs on the ground, but if you can extend that opposite one, go ahead and extend. One more breath. And gently release that. Let's start to take that other arm that we haven't been to, bring it down, and let's take that other arm, bring it behind us. Bring it reaching for that opposite hip. Start to maybe rest a little bit on this other arm. You're opening up the shoulders. You can keep the gaze forward. You can keep hand on hip if that's where you're at, or you can bring it back. You can look over that shoulder. And you're just looking for a few deep breaths here, trying to almost relax into this while lengthening, so not completely relaxing into it. And let's go ahead and release that hand back behind us if you had it behind you. And if you had it beside you, maybe we bring it all the way up and over. We're gonna make those big giant circles, so stretch all the way overhead, release the arm forward and down, and you're gonna take it back up and over again. And you can move the head with this, or you can keep the head in neutral, whichever feels best. Definitely start to have the breath maybe opening on an inhale when you open up, and the exhale when you come down. Let's reverse that roll. So you're just gonna move opposite direction. Find that nice inhale as you open up, and that exhale as you release down. Let's do this a couple more times. Finding your breath with your movement. All right, from there, take the hand to the knee, other hand to knee, and this time we're gonna pendulum sweep. So sweep through center, use your arm strength to lift you back up. So when you come to the side, you're lengthening at least one of the arms, if not both. And you're just moving back through center. You're keeping a flat back so that we're feeling it in the sides of the back here. Allow it to feel. We're gonna add to this, we're gonna add some twisting. You could always stay at this pendulum, or you can add this twist that when you come up, lengthen arms, you twist and you look over, bringing the full body out, and then you move back through center. Remember, these are all just options, so make sure that you're doing what is comfortable for your body, what feels good, without overdoing it. So just making sure this isn't painful. And it could be a little bit of stretching pain, but not actual joint or other pains. Now let's go ahead and come through center here. As we come to center, let's this time inhale to our cat pose. And exhale back to a flat back. And this time we're just gonna inhale back up into a flat back. And exhale, let's bring our hands to the back bottom of the chair. I'm hanging on, I'm rolling the shoulders back, but I'm lifting through the heart. I'm definitely pulling my rib cage in towards the navel as well as my hips. And then I'm gonna extend through my legs. Right now I have pointed toes, so plantar flexion. And for a little more support, you just come towards the back part of that chair. You're looking for length in the torso. Let's go ahead and bring it together. It doesn't have to come all the way together. Hip width distance apart is fine. Stay there for a moment. Let's change it into dorsiflexion and reopen back out to that straddle. So it's open straddle. Let's go ahead and slowly bring it back in to hip width distance apart, squeezing those inner thighs. And this time again, coming back out to that plantar flexion. We're taking it nice and slow so that we're controlling our action here. I'm coming to dorsiflexion now on the sides this time as I bring it back forward, and this time I'm going to come to plantar flexion. Staying pointed, we'll take it out to the side. Now let's go ahead and release that. Let's do that chair thing one more time, whether it's hands on chair, lifting up the glutes, or hands on knees. You choose. We're gonna come forward, hinge, and you're gonna press either into the chair or those knees. You are looking either one for the weight to mostly be back in the heels. Yes, it's also way through the feet as well, but your more weight is towards the heels. So you're really working the glutes and you're working the backs of the legs. Maybe we start to look towards one and bring that knee towards the toes, but not surpassing. And then you're gonna slowly move the glutes over to the other side so that you can move that knee towards the toes without surpassing them. So not moving them beyond. Coming back to center, let's go ahead and release. Heel toe back to hip width distance apart. And I'm coming towards the edge of my seat. We're gonna move into cat-cow. So nice stable feet hanging onto the knees. But let's start in cat where we exhale, really round the back, chin into chest, rounding through the pelvis. As we inhale, we're finding an expansion and an arch in the back even. So trying to arch the back like we're in that Sphinx pose as well. You can think of that. Exhale, let's take it back to cat. Inhale, extending through the spine. Exhale, finding that flexion. And of course, moving at your own pace. We're going to do a couple more. And last one. Let's go ahead and just lengthen up through the body. We have our hip width distance apart. Relax those shoulders and elbows. Tilt the head towards one side. Allow the head to fall forward. Allow the chin to move forward. You're moving across the chest slowly and gently as you allow the head now to tilt towards the other shoulder that is relaxed. And maybe you bring that gaze back forward so that you feel as if the chin dips down towards the chest area as you move forward and down, stretching the back of the neck. And then moving over to the opposite shoulders, you gaze forward again. You feel it on the side of the neck. So if you want more, right now it's the back of the neck and the sides of the neck. Say you want the front side of the neck. When you come ear towards shoulder, you're simply going to tilt the head slightly up and look up towards the ceiling while you're there. That brings it to the front side part of the neck. Exhale again. You're just finding that nice stretching through the neck space. Again, maybe you bring the chin and gaze up slightly to feel it more in the front part. Now this time as we come center chest, let's go ahead and squeeze those shoulders all the way up to the ears like we have earrings, and then bring the gaze up when we squeeze those shoulders up. You can look up, you can lift the chin, and then as we exhale, let's go ahead and take chin into chest, take the hands back, start to bring them back and either grab a hold of the chair towards the back and squeeze those elbows and scapulas together, or grab hands together, interlace, draw down towards the chair. Either one, you're looking to draw those scapulas, shoulder blades together, squeezing and moving downward towards the ground as the chin is into chest. Let's find one more breath. Abs are tucked in, so you're not arching the back or extending the back at all. It's nice and flat. Let's go ahead and soften, release that, and let's get ready for Shavasana. So fast, quick class, but it is so time. That's what we have for you today. All right. I'm going to go ahead, and yes, I have a little bit of time to do a yoga nidra. So you'll find a safe, comfortable space for yourself. A yoga nidra is just me moving through different parts of your body, relaxing. You'll just be listening to my words as you relax different parts of the body. And then also, I'm going to be reading Honoring Sorrow from Pixie Lighthorse. So I've decided to bring that into this as well. Let's go ahead and start off with just getting comfortable here, whether we're in a chair. If we happen to be in a chair, like I am, for your Shavasana, for your relaxation, maybe you do palms up, maybe you spread through the legs and really relax into the back and glutes down into that chair. Get as comfortable as you can if you're in a chair, and allow the chin to come down towards the chest so that we're not having that issue of the head swinging back. So bring the head or the chin down towards the chest. And we want the chin, if you happen to be lying on the floor, on a couch, on a bed, an easy chair, something more comfortable, you might still bring the chin slightly down so that it is below the level of your forehead. So if you're lying back, just find the chin slightly below the level of your forehead. This allows our mind to relax. Make sure the arms are open enough to relax and release. You want your joints to feel good. You want to feel comfortable in this position. So if you need any extra padding, pillows, blankets, eye masks, feel free to use those. Feel free to get as comfortable as possible. So really relaxing now, and hopefully have found your place in this relaxation where we could start to focus on our breath. So now the body's relaxed. We're falling into that space as we soften and close our eyes and focus on our breath. And let's see if we could inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth for the first few. Really letting go through the mouth. And now, having a relaxed breath, you might shut the mouth. You might seal the lips and start to breathe in and out of the nose. And just allow the breath to soften throughout the body, to relax the body. Feeling the body releasing and letting go of any tension. As we welcome our intention for today, I deeply love and accept myself. I deeply love and accept myself. And just taking that moment to truly accept oneself, all the flaws, all the imperfections, to really allow and accept yourself. And to find a deep love for yourself. That might take us back to childhood. That might take us further back than that. But really finding that connection to your own heart, to your own compassion and love and empathy for yourself. You might view yourself as a child, needing that love, needing that hug. And you might envision yourself giving your child, you, a hug, especially in a space where you know you needed it. And just loving yourself in that moment. And gently releasing that, but staying with that heartfelt energy, staying with that compassion and love you have for yourself. As we begin to relax the body, we begin to relax the toes, allowing us to soften, relaxing our feet, softening into the ankles. As we may pause for a moment and just really appreciate our feet, the toes for balance, the feet for walking us and walking throughout the day, getting us through life processes, through movement. And as we find gratitude for our feet, we're now releasing through our low legs, our shins, our calves. And the shins as being guards, the calves as contracting and pulling us forward, getting us to lift the foot, finding gratitude for that. Finding that the shins are like a shield protecting us. As we move into the knees, being thankful for our knees as we relax, for bending, for hinging. For that much needed movement, allowing us to be flexible, appreciating our flexibility within our knees. As we move to our upper legs, relaxing the upper legs, and finding gratitude for our upper legs, for all the squeezing and balance they do. For attaching to our pelvis for more mobility. As we start to relax our glutes, releasing those glutes, and beginning to notice our pelvis, relaxing within the pelvis. As we might look to find our base chakra at the base of our vertebrae, the tailbone, the pubis bone, the space between, as our chakras center in the center of our body. So where we find our earth plane, where we're grounded, where we seat ourselves, our earth chakra. And maybe just breathing there, allowing us to feel stable, to feel grounded and appreciate that grounding, that foundation we have. As we relax the belly and the flow of the breath as it moves into the pelvis, as we feel this movement, as we bring joy and ease into the pelvis, bringing that love connection into the pelvis, really appreciating the movement from our pelvis, appreciating our sensations, our desires, our feelings. As we move into the belly, and just breathing here, finding the rise and fall of the belly and all the work it does. Our gut instincts here, our transformational power, where we can transform food into energy, where we can transform our daily lives into wisdom and learning. And just softening this area, finding deep appreciation for all the things that we digest in life. As we soften into the heart space, into the chest, finding gratitude here, finding self-love. And once we find that self-love, we can then spiral out this love energy without needing it back from others, without depending on them accepting. You love yourself so much that you can spiral this energy out and be a light to yourself as well as others. As love is unconditional, there's nothing you have to do to deserve this. Allowing you to be within the space of your heart as we breathe. Feeling the body relax deeper as you find this self-acceptance as we move up into the throat space. Relaxing and easing the throat, softening. As we clear the throat to speak our truth with love and compassion, with empathy. As we relax the jaw, softening the facial muscles, allowing stress to release, to relax, to soften the head space, and to bring this energy into the third eye space, where you find wisdom, knowledge, information, light, learning. And this is deep within the mind, where we find this light of learning and love and wisdom. And just allowing yourself to breathe and expand this light. As we move up into the crown space on top of the head. And just merging with that light now, allowing it to expand through the body. Allow yourself to merge with what you believe, with what you subscribe to. With your inner self, with your inner light and the divine. As we come back to I deeply love and accept myself. I deeply love and accept myself. I deeply love and accept myself. Laying there for a moment longer as we honor sorrow today. Thank you for this day of open suffering. I am so sad about some things that have happened. It is unnerving that I cannot unmake them. Show me a place where I am free to express my mourning for as long as it takes. Put me in circles of others enduring this ceaseless pain, and help us shelter one another in care and flowing witness. Bless me with permission to feel the scars of the swords that have flayed me open. Grant mercy for my heartache as I travel this mysterious blue landscape. Help me navigate with purpose. I do not need to make meaning of it. There may not be an understanding I can ever come to that will transmute this agony. But if there is, I know you will show me the way. Let me lie quietly in your lap among the bones of the ancestors, powdered to dust beneath me. I need them to hold me and impart their wisdom about how to take the next step when I'm ready. Let me forgive myself for my faults and the neglects that brought about the break with my spirit, with my beloved, with my child or my childhood. Help me articulate the nature of my grievances and offer them up to the heavens, not to hurry up and get over them, but to ask for small spaces of respite between the waves. Ease the stress and anxiety of my unanswerable whys about my unbearable losses. Carry them for just a little while, so I may feel the weight lighten with the understanding that I don't have to leave the burdens of my heart alone, that I don't have to heave the burdens of my heart alone. Give my hands a rest from wringing. Soften my face so I may see, that I may still hear underneath these big feelings, that I am still here underneath these big feelings. Unravel my worries about whether it may always be this way. Keep me present to my healing process. Help me engage my grief with consciousness. Remind me that every tear shed comes from the tribunal source of life, the river of my vulnerable heart. Teach me to be the one to release the torment of generations behind me and the one who wails for all of our losses. Open my spirit for the great exchange between you and me over this. As we honor sorrow, honoring grief and loss within the heart, and honoring ourselves as we put ourselves first in self-love and unconditional love, so that we might learn to give that freely. And now slowly starting to reawaken ourselves, allowing us to breathe deeper. And as we find ourselves within this space, just creating movement, allowing our bodies and our minds to absorb and reawaken slowly. And when we are ready to move, maybe we bring our arms over our heads and we start to find that stretch, that lengthening of the body. And again, relaxing and giving ourselves a hug, whether we're bringing knees into chest here. If we happen to be on the ground or in a space, we can hold ourselves tight, squeeze into a ball, and rock gently left and right. Those of us sitting can just maybe grasp your shoulders and give yourself a squeeze, that much needed gratitude and love for ourselves. As we rock side to side, finding one side or the other in our fetal position. And taking a deep breath there. And then maybe opening the eyes when you're ready as you press yourself away from the earth plane. Coming back up. Thank you, everybody. Yoga Nidra is complete. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Paula. And thank you, Marianne King. It's nice to have you again. Have a wonderful week and Happy New Year's. New Year's happens on, well, Wednesday evening is New Year's Eve. Thursday is New Year's. So enjoy the new year and welcome in the new year. I'll see you next week on Monday again. And by that time, I'll have filming back on Wednesday. Filming back on Wednesday. So see you next time. Have a good day.